All right, we are unmuted. And this is the Silverton Housing Authority meeting on August 4th, starting at 5:31. Would y'all like some roll call? Trustee Halverson.
Here.
Trustee Gardner.
Here.
Trustee Schnitker. Absent. Trustee Wakefield.
Here.
Trustee George is absent. And Mayor Pro Tem Harper.
Here.
And Mayor Cranker is absent. Okay.
All right, Ann, kick it off.
I don't want to agenda staff board. The agenda, I have none. The next on the agenda is public comment.
Do we have any, we have no one in house. Do we have any public comment out there in TV land? I don't see any hands. Perfect. All right. Continue.
Approval of the July 21st, 2025 meeting minutes.
Move to approve meeting minutes from July 21st.
Second.
Done. That's out of the way.
You want me to call it out? Okay.
Good.
Trustee Halverson.
Yes.
Trustee Gardner.
Yes.
Trustee Wakefield.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Harper.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, moving along to agenda number 4. It's a DOH use covenant, so the Division of Housing Use Covenant. The Housing Authority was recently awarded $616,000 from the state of Colorado, the Division of Housing, for Anvil Townhomes. And that grant was executed last month, and one of our requirements is placing a Division of Housing Use Covenant on the properties. This covenant will run with the land for 30 years, and the state will likely audit the Housing Authority within the next 6 years to make sure that the units are sold to people earning the appropriate income allowed per the units. The Housing Authority will place an additional affordability covenant on these properties that will give us responsibility and enforcement rights of sort of our more standard use requirements, such as a residence requirement. There are a lot of similarities between the DOH covenant and our proposed Housing Authority covenant. Something that the board has discussed in the past is placing a longer time period on that Housing Authority use covenant or affordability covenant to 99 years, maybe with an option to renew, or we could do it in perpetuity, but we'll discuss that in the future. Today's goal is just to get board approval to record the Division of Housing Use and Regulatory Covenant on these properties. Something to note is that the packet doesn't include attachment 1, which the use covenant mentions. It will be recorded with the actual executed DOH covenant. Didn't make it into this packet. And that has the legal descriptions of the properties. So I just wanted to call that out, but we will need a motion to execute and record the DOH use covenant. And it's a long one, but I put the language in the memo.
I'll make a motion to agree and to record the DOH use and regulatory ban for grant agreement number H6A HOP 32782 with the Colorado Division of Housing on the properties at 701 Martha Rose Street, units A through B, and 655 West Fifth Streets, units A through B.
And that, sorry, that I messed that up. It should be A through D.
A through D, sorry.
Which one, the
Both of them?
rest or more the rest?
Okay, so for both A through D instead of A through D.
Thank you.
Perfect. And a second?
Second.
Perfect.
All right, trustee Halverson,
Yes.
trustee Gardner,
Yes.
trustee Wakefield,
Yes.
and Mayor Pro Tem Harper.
Yes.
Great. Oh, one last note on that is the subdivision process for the townhomes isn't quite finalized. It will be this week. So once we finalize that with recording the new plat, then I'll record the covenant. Just for clarification. Okay, item number 5 is resolution 2025-7. And this is a resolution to authorize fund transfers between the Housing Authority Fund and the Anvil Townhomes Fund. This resolution is an administrative process for transparency and auditing purposes that will allow the director to transfer money between funds for project management of the Anvil Townhomes. This will be, any transfer will be within the adopted budget of the Housing Authority and Anvil Townhomes. And an example of why the Housing Authority would give money to Anvil Townhomes or vice versa is the Housing Authority is a grantee for a lot of these funds. But we've created the LLC for financial and legal liability separation of the project from the Housing Authority. So this would just be the Housing Authority effectively donating money to the townhomes through a fund transfer. And this is a resolution, so it needs a motion. Any questions?
I don't.
No.
No. You're prepared to handle all the fun as usual?
Yes.
Read it.
Make a motion
Wait.
to adopt resolution 2025-7, a resolution for the Housing Authority of the Town of Silverton authorizing fund transfers between the Housing Authority Fund and the Anvil Townhomes Fund.
Second.
All right, trustee Halverson,
Yes.
trustee Gardner,
Yes.
trustee Wakefield, and Mayor Pro Tem Harper.
Yes.
Agenda item 6 is resolution 2025-08. This is a resolution of the Housing Authority amending the Silverton Affordable Housing Guidelines sections, the 100 sections, the 200 sections, Appendix C. And this will be where we will incorporate the Anvil Townhomes Ownership Program. So the 100 sections are sort of the general backbone guidelines. Each housing development is its own program. And what that means is a program is how the homes will be sold, managed, what the use requirements are. And it's used with the affordability covenants that are on the property. It just gives more clarity to the requirements of the covenant. And so we've adopted the 200 section, which was this SJDA homeownership program several months ago. Changes in the 100 section, 200 section, and Appendix C are mostly minor tweaks added for clarification purposes or anytime it was redundant. The memo lays out the substantive changes, and the biggest change was an overhaul of the reasonable accommodation process in order to be compliant with Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act. let's start with sort of these first two sections that are pre-existingly adopted by Housing Authority. Do you all have any questions or concerns about these amendments?
Is that a comment?
No, I'm sorry, it's just so many. So many pages.
The agenda on the first page is hyperlinked
Oh,
to help you jump, not all the way around, but at least to the.
oh, into the. Not into the actual edits.
No.
No, okay.
Oh, I could, next time I'll do that. That's a good idea.
That means it's okay. Just.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with these changes.
You're talking about sections 100
100.
and 200. What was there? Oh, sorry, that's so many. Trying to get to like 109.
Bless.
The appeal procedure.
Well, yeah, I'm just, in an overhaul. That was just to be like federally compliant, right? That's what you mean.
Oh, that was sorry, you
Sorry.
guys, I had a lot of typos in my memo.
Hmm.
Reasonable oh no, that might be right.
No, I think you're right.
It is right, okay. Reasonable accommodation, literally was a copy and paste from the state's reasonable accommodation. It's just, it provides a lot more clarity for applicants, for the housing authority. Yeah. Nothing crazy there, just, it's just
No.
better.
It's just, I was curious about like the background there of like. An overhaul sounds kind of big, but
Yeah, I mean, the section before was 2 paragraphs and now it's a couple pages.
yeah.
And for good reason.
And then the appeal period getting changed from 20 to 10 days, was that just to be more compliant with federal and state, or?
No, that was because from the time that someone submits an application, there's a initial review period. I did add language that staff can include a remedy period for applications if they want to. This last application round, every single applicant needed a remedy to their application. So once you have a remedy period of like 9 days, and then you have to re-review everything, and then you issue the final decision. That's when the appeal period starts. So by then, like 2.5 weeks have already gone by. And so then you have another 20 days for an appeal process. And then that would give you like another so many days before you have to notice the appeal process. So just trying to slim down the timeline from application to waitlist drawing as much as possible, while still following due process and making sure that each step has enough time for both applicants and the housing authority to work through the process.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, now we can jump into the 300 section, and that is the Anvil Townhomes Ownership Program. And so this is a set of regulations used by the housing authority and future buyers and owners to comply with the affordability covenant. It gives more, like I said earlier, it gives more information about how exactly the homes will be sold or resold. And so the use requirements of them. This section is pretty much a copy and paste of this SJDA homeownership program section. The initial qualification standards. So this is the criteria that has to be met by the applicant at the time of application and purchase of the unit. It's limited to the income level qualification. And so in the past, we've had significant discussions about property ownership standards, of employment requirements, asset limitations. And sort of what we kept running into is it's not best practice to put all of these limitations on it. And potentially could be used as a fair housing violation. That said, a lot of communities have these strict regulations. But the way that we've agreed upon still sort of designing the process to give priority to the people who these homes are designed for, and that's through the bonus entry qualification. So if you meet the employment requirement and or the retired or disabled requirement, then you get additional entries into the drawing. So therefore you have a higher chance, but everyone has to have equal access because we're using state funding. Something that I've been thinking about for this project is that we're bringing effectively 9 new units to the market at the same time, which is a lot. That is a lot of units to bring to the market at once. There's going to be some staggering based on construction timelines, but we have data to show that they will be absorbed by the market. But we are the ones carrying the interest rate.
Mhm.
So we have some motivation to try to sell these homes to anyone that qualifies pretty much.
Mhm.
Something that's unique about the townhomes is that one unit is sensory accessible, so it's designed for people with sensory impairments. And it's visitable, which means there'll be a ramp to the front door, wider doorways. The bedrooms are upstairs, so it's not accessible, but it is visitable. And so for the waitlist drawing for this unit specifically, we've added an additional bonus entry qualification for disability. So anyone can still apply for this home, but we're giving one more bonus entry if you are disabled.
So like if you're a vital workforce and, disabled, that'd be 4 entries in total then.
Mhm. So my questions for you all. Do you want to start with my questions or do we want to start with your question?
Would be 5 entries, because vital work.
Oh, yeah.
is
Thank you. I
3,
don't have it
and
right in front of
then
me.
qualified, they'd get an additional.
Oh, on top of the one.
The one.
that, Or,
Everyone gets one.
okay, right.
Then you get additional 3. So you were right, it was a total of 4 bonus entries plus 1 regular entry, so that's a total of 5.
Well, wouldn't it be would they only get 1, would they get 2? Because there's already 1 qualified disabled. And then they get another one on top of that for that 1 unit. Like it'd be like 2 for the qualified disabled. Sorry, I
No,
don't know
that's
if you-
okay. You might have found a error. What page are you on?
Chat.
21.
Yeah, it's the 8 out of 16 on here and then 21 on the full agenda. You know what I'm saying?
So let's use an example that someone works for the school. They'd be qualified as vital workforce. They'd have 3 bonus entries. And then if they also are disabled, you would get the qualified disabled additional 1 entry. So the original 3 bonus categories are vital workforce, local workforce, and resident.
Mhm.
We got rid of.
No, right. And then, but for that unit in particular, the one that's visitable, would they
Mhm.
get an additional 1
Yes.
disabled? Okay,
Yeah.
so they get 6 then.
No.
Wait, sorry, 5 plus 1 for the entry. So they get 5 bonus and then 1,
5 bonus?
It'd be 4.
sorry,
Or bonus.
Bonus.
Initial.
No, but then, but it would be two qualified disabled for that unit in particular, not just one.
Yeah.
Is that, I'm just trying to, sorry. I know, maybe.
I think
Is that what
you're,
I see.
I see what you're saying. There's a bonus entry stipulation right above that. And it says, a maximum of 3 bonus entries per application with the exception of the qualified disabled bonus entry for the application to the accessible unit.
Okay,
Okay, I understand where you're coming from. Yes.
okay, got it.
Does that clear?
Yeah. No, thank you. Sorry, I should have read A.
No, that's
I was
okay.
working through that math was.
That's okay.
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 I'm fine with you going through your questions.
Okay. So the SJDA homeownership program is called the home ownership program. So should this be called the Annville Townhome Homeownership Program or the Annville Townhome Ownership Program? Does that make sense?
Second one, I think.
I know, that's a lot.
Inville Townhome.
It's
ownership.
ownership versus home ownership.
What's wrong with home ownership?
It's just very wordy.
Oh,
Home ownership. Doesn't matter to me.
whatever's less wordy and easier to communicate, I would say.
Second one maybe for me.
Okay. So ownership,
Ownership. It sounds
I agree.
better.
It's just confusing because one's a home ownership program, one's an ownership program, but I don't think that'll be too confusing for people.
Can it just be Annville Home Ownership Program instead of Townhome or? Or
Potentially.
I mean, it's still a home, even if it's not even if it's townhome. No, I guess you would know.
I mean, project has been called Annville Townhomes forever.
okay, yeah. I mean,
I put that there, but we could do just Annville homeownership.
Keep it simple, I go with ownership.
yeah.
Okay. So for this project, there's 5 units at 100% AMI. 2 of those are 3-bedroom. So the 3 bedrooms will have their own waitlist drawing. The 2 bedrooms will have their own waitlist drawing. If someone qualifies for both, they can be put into both. My question is, when there's multiple homes available at like 100% or 80%, should the person in first place on the wait list pick their unit? Or should it just be, you're assigned this unit, you're assigned this 8% unit?
Oh, are they gonna be like that much different from each? They're all gonna be.
Some units are interior units. They
Okay.
have less windows.
Right.
You have 2 shared walls.
I mean, can that be randomized too, like which unit they're getting or?
That's what I would go with.
Or yeah, just so we're not like, all right, you're first, so you get whatever pick you want. And just for procedural, I think.
Can you explain the scenario again one more time? Sorry.
Okay, let's just use the 80% for an
Okay.
example. Say we have 10 applicants for 3 homes. The 10 applicants are all ranked in order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First applicant, do they get to pick their unit? So effectively, they could pick the end unit or the middle unit.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next person gets to pick which is left. The third person gets last pick, last available.
Mm-hmm.
Or we randomly assign, say, you get this one, you get this one, you get this one.
So would all the units be completed at the same time then? Those 3 units?
That's a good question.
Because if you're first on the list, you get all your paperwork in order. I would think you would probably go to the unit that would be finished first.
Mm-hmm.
Once you make it to the wait list, everyone's gotten all their paperwork together. Because they've been drawn, but I hear what you're saying. That's a good point.
Wouldn't the applicant already request a certain style or type, whether it's 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom?
For the 100%,
Right.
yes. For the 80% is where
They're all like the same.
they're all the same. Except for some are exterior, some are interior.
So that would be just first come, first serve, wouldn't it?
But it's not first come, first serve, it's who's on the top of the list, so.
Top of the list.
I think one potential risk is say we have 3 units at 80%. This is really theoretical because I don't have the map in front of me. 2 of them are exterior units. 1 of them is interior. So first 2 people would pick the more desirable exterior units. And then we're left with 1 like unsold unit potentially that could be harder to market.
That would happen if it was randomly drawn either way too, you know? Like if I could see a scenario in which someone gets randomly drawn the interior unit and they're like, well, I don't want that. Like, it's a lot of work to go through to say I don't want it, but you know.
I do know that Gray is use the same model as us with Fading West boxes, and their middle units were the last to sell.
What was their system?
First come, first serve, or you pick as you go.
I mean, that's fine with me.
Pick as you go or random?
Like at first I was thinking, you pick the draws 1, 2, 3, and then you have the units in another randomized, drawing of, oh, this is for this person, this unit's for that one. But that just might be more work and more of a headache than just choosing. So.
Are there other Fading West units like ours or just URA that you know of?
Ignacio has them.
I mean, if you don't know,
Ridgeway.
I'm mostly just wondering like what's their system too, because like if someone also did the random drawing and they also had a hard time selling the middle ones, then it's kind of like 6 and 1, half does the other. But it feels like if a random drawing had better results for like the selling the middle units, then I don't know. Yeah. Jim, what do you think?
I think you're gonna see this in any housing development. So it's just, it is what it is. The middle ones will always sell last because they're the less desirable. So whatever concept we come up with or whomever other municipality we want to copy, then we should just do it.
What would you feel more comfortable doing?
It doesn't really matter to me. Future interested applicants have asked this. And that's why I'm bringing it up now. Again, my fear, we are anticipating an interest carry during the selling period. Like we don't expect all of these to sell at the first go. My fear is though that we are stuck with these middle units that are hard to sell. A, because we have to qualify for them. B, because they have regulations on them. And then 3, you're sharing walls with everybody. 2 people. But so my thought is if we pre-assign units still randomly, so to keep it still at least a little bit fair of getting a more desirable unit versus not. Perhaps mitigate some of the risk of those units sitting on the market if we don't have enough eligible buyers right out of the gate.
That's true. So you want to do like not want to, you're thinking right now an option to the randomized draw of the apartments or the townhomes before we select the people.
Like you're assigned.
Or like the person on the wait list then like randomly picks their unit out of the hat.
Okay, yeah.
So the wait list order is random and then the applicant the unit assignment is also random.
I kind of like that.
But you also run the risk of someone backing out saying, I don't want a middle unit.
Yeah.
Sure.
But you could also get someone like, say, that third person picking, you know, maybe they back out because they don't want it anyway. So we could get, people just don't want the middle, I mean, maybe people someone want the middle unit, it'd be warmer.
And they're very soundproof.
Yeah.
We've thought about this. Yeah.
That you could have someone back out at any point. So I think it's more like what's clear to the community and not easier, but like more streamlined for you to execute.
I think it's equal work for me.
Okay. What do you think, based on the questions you've got, is like clear to the community of which unit they would get at the end of the day? Randomized or picking your unit?
I didn't really pick up on
Okay.
what their preference was. I think I know.
Yeah, the picking.
Probably actually.
All right.
Leaning towards, pick.
Okay, yeah.
What do you guys think?
That's fine.
Okay. See heads
Yeah.
nodding.
Yeah.
That sounds
Okay.
good to me.
So to be clear, they apply for the one that they want. Or you do the wait, so at the 80% AMI, they get selected and then they get to choose, or they apply for the one that they want?
No, wait list
Okay.
is established first,
Yeah.
and then you pick as you work down the wait list.
And
The
then
wait-
will the picking happen the same day as the wait list drawing? That might be kind of weird in here, It's like, I get this.
I'm leaning towards not.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think based on how the last one went, not everyone showed up. So it might be easier for the people who can get here or whatever to
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I think after,
after.
when it's their time to start the buyer approval process, then I'll have them pick their unit.
Okay.
So they're not on the spot, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's not like, hey, come on, like, I have a lot of plants.
Okay, well, all right, that sounds good to me.
I'm trying to think of something.
Okay. Cool. Those are my 2 points of clarification. So now we can jump into any errors or issues that you all found, or any additional provisions you would like added or removed.
I've got all. Those were my questions.
Yeah, I'm good. All right, so I'll make a motion. Unless, do you have any other questions or?
Good.
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution 2025-08. A resolution of the Housing Authority of the Town of Silverton amending the Silverton Affordable Housing Guidelines, sections 100 through 111, 200 through 207, Appendix C, and incorporating the Anvil Townhomes Ownership Program with the following conditions. The final legal descriptions of the Anvil Townhome properties and the reception numbers of the DOH use and regulatory agreement be administratively updated once they are recorded.
Second.
All right. Trustee Halverson,
Yes.
trustee Gardner,
Yes.
trustee Wakefield,
Yes.
and Mayor Pro Tem Harper.
Yes.
That is all I have for you today. I don't have a timeline. Process will open for interested applicants yet, but we have it ready to go. So whenever we are ready, do so.
Exciting.
That's just because we're waiting on figuring out how to get them up here still. Okay.
Yeah.
Any engagement moving them?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
They are willing to work with us.
Nice.
Great.
Under conditions that we have to meet, which will be challenging, but we will see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exciting.
More on that next time.
What you're doing, yes. This is awesome.
Cool. Thank you. Ready to adjourn?
Ready to adjourn. Let's do it.
All right, it is 6:06.